God is present. Let us dive into the lesson that Christ wants to give us. So I'm gonna get here my Holy Bible and ask that the lesson of Christ may be a light for your life, as I know it will be one for mine. We say, God is present, Jesus lives in our hearts forever. I opened here in the Gospel of Christ according to Luke chapter 1, verses 57 to 66. It is a passage of light to all of us. The title of the passage is The Birth of John the Baptist. Writes the evangelist Luke. When it was time for Elizabeth to have her baby, she gave birth to a son. Her neighbors and relatives heard that the Lord had shown her great mercy, and they shared her joy. On the 8th day, they came to circumcise the child, and they were going to name him after his father Zechariah. But his mother spoke up and said, "No, he is to be called John." They said to her, "There is no one among your relatives who has that name." Then they made signs to his father to find out what he would like to name the child. He asked for a writing tablet, and to everyone's astonishment, he wrote, "His name is John." Immediately his mouth was opened and his tongue set free, and he began to speak, praising God. All the neighbors were filled with awe, and throughout the hill country of Judea, people were talking about all these things. Everyone who heard this wondered about it, asking, "What then is this child going to be?" For the Lord's hand was with him. It is a passage that shows us the authority of God over our lives. Because if we remember the story, Zechariah and Elizabeth, they were old in age, as we learned from the Bible. So they're not supposed to have a child. But what is interesting about this passage is that every name carries a purpose, carries a meaning. So what is your name? What is the meaning behind your name? Even if it's a meaning that you don't understand the purpose in your life, it has one. You just have to look into it. Because that name will carry a message. Just as those that asked what John would do it, when you are truthful to what you do and honest to your own work, your name will carry the weight of what you do. So people will remember you, not only for the name that you have, but for the actions that you take. Think about that. What is the memory that you want to let to others? So when they say your name or remember your name, they know that it is you, a truthful and honest person in what they do and in fulfilling God's will in your life. May the light of the Christ be the north of your life. Jesus lives in our hearts forever.